Good Tuesday evening, Southeast Texas. Welcome to 12 News Plus. We're going to take a deep dive into your forecast over the next 15 minutes. Yes, a weather impact alert has been issued for tomorrow morning because of dense fog. Already starting to see maybe a little bit of mist out there. This view courtesy of Mid-County Plumbing of Beaumont, part of the roofing at 911 Skycam network. So again, we're issuing a weather impact alert for the potential for dense fog across the area tonight and tomorrow morning. Looks like very mild temperatures, very spring-like weather through Friday. We'll see a windy Thursday and then scattered showers and thunderstorms coming up late Friday into Friday night as a significant cold front comes through. And then we go the other way. Below normal temperatures expected this weekend and especially early next week. So again, a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 a.m. Look at how low these visibilities are. So we'll be watching a stalled front up in the lakes area just north of there, and the fog could really pile up here across southeast Texas coming up tomorrow morning. So again, that's why we're issuing a weather impact alert, because of the potential for very thick, dense fog tomorrow morning, late tonight and tomorrow morning, between 10 p.m. Tonight and 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. So this is going to impact your commute tomorrow morning. It could produce some hazardous driving tomorrow morning, especially in outlying areas in the country where the visibilities will likely go below a quarter of a mile and could go down to near zero in spots. So the tips we're offering is to leave early, reduce your speed, drive for the weather conditions tomorrow. Use those low beams and increase space between you and the next car, so you'll have it in case something unfortunate happens. You'll have room to meander through that. Otherwise, tomorrow afternoon, with any luck, we'll see fog in the morning and then maybe partly cloudy skies in the afternoon with a south and southwest wind. We'll go 79 here in Beaumont. For the lakes area, the front stalling north of the area, so we'll go with the upper 70s. I'm not expecting any rain at all. Let's see, what did the model have for yesterday, or for up in the triangle? Let's see. No rain coming up. So this is the model, and I'm showing you my forecast and the forecast models, and they're showing showers tomorrow. I just don't think that's going to be the case. Now maybe Thursday and Friday, but I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. Let's see what, again, 78 is what I'm forecasting, and this is too cool. I don't expect fog all day. I expect the fog to lift, and the question is, where does that stalled front that is in North Texas end up? If it ends up over the lakes area, then yes, you could see that. But I just don't think that's going to happen with southerly winds developing. You should be able to scour out the fog, and you may see partly cloudy, as optimistic as partly cloudy skies coming up tomorrow afternoon. If not, a little more cloud cover, mid 70s. So that's kind of what I'm going with. Otherwise, normally we should see 63. I love this graphic because it shows what's coming and what we're looking at as far as being above and below normal. So a good, 15 to 16 degrees above normal as far as highs coming up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Our normal is the red line, 63 degrees this time of year. We're closer, or closest to it on Saturday after that cold front comes through Friday night. Then we go below normal temperatures, may not get out of the 50s coming up Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And this is where there could be a little wiggle room because cloud cover is going to be a real issue, so that should hold temperatures down. If we see more sun on Tuesday, then we'll go into the lower 60s. But right now, it looks like below normal temperatures to the tune of 7 degrees below normal coming up on Monday. That means lows will be back into the 30s to lower 40s Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. So as far as rain chances, until we get into the high-res model window, basically that goes out 48 hours. So we're only out to Thursday now. Tomorrow we'll have a much better idea whether or not we need to increase rain chances based on the high-res modeling, because it only goes out 48 hours. This is based on global models. So global models just don't see real well. They do a pretty good job, but they're not as good as the high-res a lot of times. So tomorrow will be the day whether or not we increase rain chances higher tomorrow. But right now, 40% coverage is good at this point, 40 to 50% coverage. Then the cold front comes through late Friday night into Saturday, wee hours of Saturday morning. Saturday is going to be a blustery day. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday looks dry at this point. and certainly colder across southeast Texas. And this is the European, and it's bouncing back and forth. It's we'll go with the ensemble modeling. Say, looks like most areas will see at least 1/4 of an inch and upwards of 3/4 of an inch of rainfall coming up, mainly on Friday and Friday night. Some areas could see over an inch, but that seems reasonable at this point. Certainly no flooding issues. And as you can see, the drought continues to worsen since December the 1st. We're now down 3 inches and over an inch now as of today, as we're looking at moderate drought through northern Tyler and Jasper, Hardin, Jefferson, and Chambers and Liberty County. Severe drought off towards our southwest. So hopefully we can get some help there. Tomorrow, not an issue as far as wildfire danger threat. It's going to be quite low across the area. Thursday, though, we're going to be watching a potent disturbance move out of the Pacific off the Baja and head off to the northeast and move across the Texas Panhandle. That will likely stir up winds that could gust to around 30, maybe just above that, 30 miles an hour coming up on Thursday. So Thursday looks like a windy day. Certainly no issues as far as fog Thursday morning. And this is ahead of the scattered showers and thunderstorms that we are expecting as we work on into Friday. Right now, looking at some mid-level cloudiness up towards the lakes area, mainly clear here in the triangle as temperatures in the mid to upper 60s to around 70 degrees on the Pro Roofing Concepts satellite and radar loop. Very mild for this time of year across the Lone Star State. A little cooler up into the Panhandle, but that's even above normal. As you can see, temperatures well into the 70s. They were well into the mid-80s down in deep South Texas. Otherwise, this is the front I was alluding to. This should stall somewhere up around the lakes area, we think, somewhere right around there. And that stalled front, oh, come on. There we go. That's my impression of a stalled front. That stalled front will help to pile up the fog over southeast Texas. A lot of times, I've seen this numerous times, to where you get a stalled front this time of year and you can get quite dense fog ahead of that stalling front across our area tomorrow morning. Otherwise, you continue to watch high-level cloudiness coming out of the Pacific from a southwest flow aloft. That's due to this trough of low pressure. You can see it, and we got some bad frames in there, apologize for that, but you can see this low pressure system off Los Angeles is energizing the subtropical jet, and that is what is bringing in the high cloudiness out of the Pacific. But this system is going to basically go right across the Texas Panhandle, and that's what's going to cause us to see a lot of wind coming up on Thursday, maybe a 10 to 20% coverage, but it's really Friday that's going to be our best chance of rain and thunderstorms across the area as that cold front nears our area. So taking a look at our forecast for tonight, it's all about fog and low clouds. This is all fog over our area as we head towards the morning hours. Look at that. Very thick fog. I think we could get into the upper 50s to lower 60s coming up tomorrow morning. It is going to be a foggy morning across southeast Texas, so please use caution on your morning commute. By about 10 a.m., things should be improving, and with any luck, we could scatter out to partly cloudy skies here in the triangle, maybe partly sunny, possibly partly cloudy up in the lakes. That would allow you to warm up into the mid-70s, provided that that front is not further south, closer to our area. So we'll put things into motion, and this is the upper levels of the atmosphere, and this is what guides cold fronts and things of that nature. So we're watching this system. It's going to come right across the Texas Panhandle on Thursday, and that means lots of wind off the Gulf coming up on Thursday. Then we get a strong trough from the north. That'll bring us a cold front, and then we will continue to see an active southwest flow from the subtropical jet, and that will provide abundant cloudiness as we head on into early next week. So we may see some more cold air coming on down from the north and the west. So it looks like below normal temperatures are a good bet as we head towards early next week. On the Gulf, a dense fog advisory in effect, and slightly choppy seas around 2 feet tomorrow, and a southwest wind at 5 to 10 knots is expected. Our forecast tonight: dense fog, chilly up in the lakes, dense fog, cool in the triangle, upper 50s to lower 60s as winds go calm. Tomorrow, again, If that front is further to the south, then it's going to be cooler than the 78 or 77 up in the lakes area. We'll go with maybe partly sunny to partly cloudy skies in the lakes and partly cloudy in the afternoon with highs in the upper 70s, well above normal. So there's your weather impact alert for tonight and tomorrow morning until 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Dense fog, a pretty good bet coming up overnight and tomorrow morning. So please use caution driving to work and school. Otherwise, a windy Thursday is anticipated across southeast Texas, and look at those winds gusting at times to around 30 miles an hour straight off the Gulf, keeping those moisture levels up. And then as we work on in to late Friday night, here comes that cold front. Now this European model is usually one of the best single run models, and it certainly shows a lot of rain over our area. We're not quite sold on that yet, but it does show the cold front coming through, and Saturday looks rather blustery across the area behind the front. We could see mostly cloudy skies, only around 60 on Saturday here in Beaumont, probably the upper 50s in the lakes, as winds will be gusting out of the north and northwest at times to 20 miles an hour. So with an active subtropical jet, that means lots of cloud cover coming up Sunday, Monday, and possibly Tuesday of next week. Those clouds will hold down afternoon highs possibly into the 50s. The question is, how cold are we going to get Monday and Tuesday mornings with that cloud cover? Pretty cold with that cloud cover into the mid-30s across our area. Right now it does not look like freezing weather unless those clouds dissipate unexpectedly. And then we could see some freezing temperatures. But right now it looks pretty decent as far as the cold weather. So that's just your weather impact 7-day forecast. If you're just joining us, dense fog advisory is expected across our area. That's why we're issuing a weather impact alert tonight at 10 p.m. until 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. Dense fog is expected. Visibility is a quarter of a mile or less. Could be closer to near zero. So that is a hazardous travel commute coming up tomorrow. We're quite used to all those tips. So be careful on that way to work and school. Dense fog advisory already in effect. And again, we do expect some of those visibilities. Look at that, close to zero. That's pretty thick stuff coming up tomorrow. So just use caution. So again, if you're just joining us, we're looking at 3 days of warm weather. You warm weather fans, your days are numbered, because then here comes the cold, and we'll go from 15 to 16 degrees above normal to as much as 7 degrees below normal as far as just highs. And with those lows in the 30s and 40s across southeast Texas, it may be a little bit of a shock to the system Saturday and Sunday. And again, we expect a windy day coming up on Thursday. Strong disturbance moving through the Texas Panhandle on Thursday will bring those windy weather conditions to our area on Thursday. I expect, wind advisories probably for Jefferson and Orange counties as we head towards, say, Thursday afternoon across the area. Rain chances, again, don't want to go too crazy yet, but could be more than a 40 or 50% coverage coming up on Friday. Just not convinced quite yet to go any higher, but some badly needed rainfall is in the forecast coming up on Friday as that cold front comes through, and it looks like drier weather expected early next week. So the European bouncing around as usual, but I think that anywhere between most areas seeing a quarter to 3/4 of an inch of rainfall, maybe an inch, maybe a little higher in spots, but again, some badly needed rainfall, some good news there. All right, let's have a little bit of fun. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday it's going to be warm. You're going to be able to wear shorts.